Hello, what's up everybody? I'm so excited to kick off this live training, how to change more lives as a coach. I'm going to give like only 2 seconds for those of you who know that this is scheduled, have decided to join me live. I'm going to kick right in to some exciting stuff, okay, right away. Because, you know, I'm so passionate about helping more coaches change more lives. Making a bigger difference in your field of expertise is what it's all about. That's why we do this business, right? But who believes that you're directly compensated for the number of people that you serve? There's so many influencers. Show of hands, please hit that yes button, that like button, because so many influencers out there in the market have given me this advice over and over and over again. It's written in books. The more people you serve, the greater you're compensated for that. And so I knew that if I wanted to earn more, build a more successful career, a more successful coaching business, I was going to have to serve more people, right? And then who else believes that we have to help people get real results in order to create long-term relationships, referrals, right? And fulfillment in the work that we're doing to create ultimately a bigger difference, right? So if you believe those two things, give me a love, give me a like, because I need to know I'm in the right company. Because those of you that believe those two things are going to love the conversation and the training that I'm going to deliver to you tonight. I've got some really good stuff here, and it's all kind of secret right now, but I'm going to uncover this as we go because there's 2 big ideas that I want to talk about tonight. One being that we have to serve more people if we want to make a bigger difference. Thank you. Good. I'm in good company. Oh no, I have an unhappy face. That means someone disagrees with me. That's okay. Sit and listen. Maybe I'll change your mind. We have the second thing is that we've got to help people get results in order to truly change lives, right? So serve more people and help them get results. This is for trainers, coaches, health and wellness experts who truly want to make a bigger difference in the world with the work that they do, but they also want to create a successful business and have a lifestyle. So this is really deep and true to me because I find that in our industry, in the health and fitness space, it was very hard. I struggled for a long time to find that combination of making a really big difference and having a successful lifestyle and career. I found that going through my career, I was making a big difference at certain times in my life and building up my career, but I had no lifestyle. I was burning out fast. And then I know that early in my career when I was maybe making a small difference and I had a very small career, I didn't have the lifestyle I wanted either because I didn't have any money. I couldn't travel anywhere. I couldn't take off any time from work. I was hustling. I was trying to build. So it was really hard for me to find that combination of making a big difference, building a career, but having a life. You know, I know there's so many of us that want to build businesses. We want to be successful coaches. We want to go out there in the world and change lives, but we care about our own life too. And I hope you do too. Yeah, I'm seeing that because it's so frustrating to love what you do, but then to hate what you do at the same time. I got to a point in my career as a young trainer where I wanted to do everything I could to help more people. I was training one-on-one, training small groups, running a private boot camp, creating online content, YouTube videos. And I was probably maxed out at that point. I was helping a lot of people, but I was burning out fast. Then I decided, you know what, the way for me to really help more people is to be, a trainer like Jillian Michaels or, get on a show like The Biggest Loser or something like that so that I could demonstrate to people my expertise and help them, right? But I found that was difficult too, right? It's not easy to create those things and to make those things happen. So ultimately, when I started, coming to LA and building a career and doing more YouTube, yes, I started making a bigger difference. I got lucky. No, I was prepared. Luck, remember, is preparation meets opportunity. And we all have to remember that. As you're listening to this right now, as a coach, as a health professional, everything that you've been doing up until this point is preparing you for where you are now. That's going to help you get to the next level. Never discredit your mistakes, your hardships, your struggles. Everything that you've done, everything that you've learned is to get you to where you are now. You're smarter, you're more ready, you're more prepared for that next opportunity. You're listening to this video right now, which means you're ready to learn more. You're ready to also learn from someone who's been through the trenches, been through the struggle. Because listen, I got to that YouTube superstardom, right, with POPSUGAR Fitness. I got to that point where I was helping millions of people with their health and fitness. I had some online programs going. But guess what? Guess what then? I wasn't helping people truly get results. Now, this is what might surprise you, because I think a lot of people want to be in the limelight. They want to show up so that everybody sees them. Everybody gets their content. But are they using your content? And is that all they need is a workout, right? I started to look deeply into my own business and started to evaluate, okay, well, if there's two things that really make a difference, that build your career and build your long-term success, your long-term relationships and fulfillment in the work that you do. This is the whole theme tonight, you guys. I have to truly help people get results. And just being a YouTube star and having my own business and doing private clients for people in Bel Air for $250 an hour, that wasn't fulfilling because I didn't see people change. I wasn't visually seeing it. I wasn't hearing it. It's like, oh, I love your workouts. I love what you, but you know what? I wanted to make a difference. So I realized I went deeper. I was like, I got to do the next thing. I went to the next thing. And this is what I'm going to talk to you about tonight. I'm going to tell you how I found that sweet spot. I found the winning formula for not only creating a career that really just like lights you up, but also the lifestyle. It's going to get you paid. It's going to give you freedoms in your life that allow you to go out there and help more people and help them make the changes in their life, but to also feel like, you know what? I'm doing this for my family as well, for my freedoms, for my joy. Making a difference is a big thing for us. We want to do that, but we also want to live, right? We want to enjoy this process of our life. And when you're burnt out, when you're overworked and underpaid, it just doesn't feel that way. So I'm going to teach you what I learned, which is the influence revenue stacking formula. Okay, write that down. I hope you have a notebook, because if you're in this training, I hope you're not just here to like sit back and be like, what does Anna have to say? No, dig in, get your notebook out and write it down. If you're hearing me right now, if you're thinking, wow, you know what? In my career right now, I feel like I'm making some change. I'm serving some people, but I need to do it at a bigger level. I feel like my lifestyle is pretty good, but I don't really get to travel. I don't really have that much free time. I'm feeling kind of burnt out or kind of maxed out. What more can I do? If you're feeling that way, you've got to learn the influence revenue stacking formula. Okay, and so I'm going to walk through this a little bit, because not only am I going to tell you exactly what you need to do to build your coaching business so that you have the success and the freedoms and the impact that you want to have in the world, you're going to change more lives, including your own, right? Including your families, including the people that care about you, and you're going to be able to do the things that you want in the world, right? Do you want that? I want that for you, because I worked for 10, 12 years trying to figure this freaking out, and I finally did, okay? And that's why I'm sharing it with you. So I'm going to go through the influence model first, okay? And this is stacking, because I truly believe that, thank you, I love you guys. I truly believe that all of these things that I'm going to talk about, the 6 different elements influence, they stack on each other. You've got to do them all, right? And when you do, it's that compounding effect. It like massively blows things up for you. And remember, all of these things don't happen overnight. You don't just all of a sudden be like, boom, I'm doing it. Good, everything's rolling. It takes time, it takes practice, and it takes dedication and commitment to the process. Are you able to commit to a process? Because I know sometimes it's easier to go for that quick fix. It's easier for your clients to go for the quick fix, right? It's easy to see some opportunity that offers you quick money, right? And to take it. But it's harder to do the work and to build a foundation of your business that's going to be long-lasting, creating long-lasting influence and relationships. So if you're the type of person that can commit to something, a process, a plan, and do it consistently, I know you're going to be massively successful and you're going to be on fire. So let's kick this off because I am so excited to teach you this. All right. So number 1, we've got to create an online message. We've got to go online, number 1. Okay. We've got to go online and start sharing our message and growing our tribe. I think there's so much white noise out there. There are so many trainers, coaches, influencers out there, but it's what your message is and your story that ties with it that's going to build your tribe. It's going to attract people to you, right? So it's so important, and a lot of people aren't doing this. They might be big influencers or they might be popular, but do they have a message? Does it speak to you? There's a lot of people, a lot of trainers that maybe they're doing great exercises and they're demonstrating moves, or they're putting up healthy meal plans, or they're teaching about gut health, or they're sharing some knowledge or education. But why? What is the message? What does it create inside a person who isn't a trainer, who isn't into that kind of shit yet? And what does it create inside them that says, I want that. I need to do that. That's something for me too. And I talk about this a lot because in a lot of our business coaching, I always try to refer back to this point where if you're putting up content and somebody is like, good for you. And I have to say this to trainers because you're doing a lot of great stuff for yourself, right? You're taking care of your body, you're healthy, you're rocking and rolling with it, right? But a lot of times you're putting up stuff where people are like, good for you. Versus, me too. I feel that way. I want that for my life. I can see myself there. Do you feel the power? Do you feel the difference there? Do you feel how you could connect with more people out there in the world who don't know you yet, right? They don't know who you are. But if they see you out there sharing a message, you're going to build a tribe. You're going to influence people on another level. It's greater than you can imagine. But you have to have a message because, just showing exercises and healthy food and, healthy ways of living and habits, what does it mean? What is it all for? What value will it bring to their life? That is creating influence. Are you with me? Do you like that? Are you guys feeling that? Okay, number 2. I'm saving questions for the end, okay? So if you do have questions, I love it, all right? Post them in the notes, post them in the sides. I'm going to keep on scrolling through these and teaching, right? But if you have questions, put them in the comments, and I will go back at the end of this training, okay? Here we go. Number 2, to have greater influence, we've got to teach people how to think differently. Okay, as a high performance coach, I am certified to teach people the influence model. And one of the biggest elements of influence is teaching people how to think. If you're a coach, health and wellness expert, anybody in the service industry helping other people, the best way to influence them is to teach them how to think, right? We're teachers. And a lot of people have misconceptions about different things. And they might have doubts. They might have insecurities. They might think one thing about health when really you want them to think another way. So if you have a message and you start teaching people how to think differently, you're going to have great influence over them, because they're going to say, oh, people always say, Anna, well, when you said this, it really taught me that I haven't been looking into more of why I want to be strong. I've just been thinking, God, I got to work out because I'm lazy. But if I teach them that, to think differently about strength and to evaluate it in a different way, I have great influence. They respect the way that I am looking at things, and they look at me now as a teacher, an influencer, someone they want to follow. So think about your content and think about what the things are that you're teaching in the market. Are you teaching people how to think? Because that is another level. That's taking it to another level. All right? Number 3, challenge. Oh, now I have a few clients, coaches, who are coaches and clients of mine who I teach in high performance. And challenge is one thing that we don't do enough as coaches and influencers out there. We can post all day about what we're doing and how great our lives are and how fit we are, right? And there's so many people that are posting incredibly awesome content, beautiful pictures of food, beautiful exercise moves. But are you challenging people? How often do you challenge the people in your tribe, the people that follow you, the people that join your programs? How often are you pushing them or giving them that challenge to say, it's up to you. It's time for you to go after it. I challenge you. Asking questions is the best way to challenge people. So if you're like, oh, I don't know, like I don't do challenges yet, Anna. I'm not doing the online programs like you are yet. That's okay. But are you asking the questions that make people think and challenge them to take action? I know that I read blogs all the time from influencers, coaches, nutritionists, and they write this amazing blog, like filled with so much great content. And I'm like, man, and at the end, there's no call to action. There's no challenge to the person reading. There's nothing there that says, now that you've read this, now that you know this, are you going to do X, Y, and Z? I challenge you to go out and do X, Y, and Z. I challenge you to take action today on this concept and go for it. The best way for you to start being a better influencer and to start building this tribe with your message and teaching people how to think is then to challenge them. Call to action, baby. How often are you putting that in your content? If you look through everything that you've put out there for people that you want to work with, how often are you challenging them? Giving them a call to action, saying, let's go. Are you ready? Who's with me? Put it into play. Not a lot of people are doing that. That's the next level of influence. Do you see how these are stacking? Do you see how you're going to start to be the most badass influencer on the planet? Good. Awesome. I'm seeing it. Yes. Grace, Lillian, I love it. All right, here we go. Number 4, role model. It seems so obvious, right? It seems so obvious. But I want you to think about role modeling for a moment. And role modeling in a way that truly allows people to see who you are on multiple levels. Not just as a health and fitness coach, not just as somebody who believes that eating healthy and exercising and drinking water and getting sleep is important, but role modeling leadership. Role modeling that you care about yourself on another level, right? That you're taking care of yourself. Role modeling is so important. And a lot of times we forget that that's our responsibility, right? We give up, or we don't want to put anything up on Facebook or Instagram, or we don't want to write a blog, or we're not feeling like putting up that podcast today. What kind of role model is that? And if we don't show up as that role model on a consistent basis, our influence goes down. Your influence is highly based on your role modeling. It's how you show up. It's how consistently you show up. It's how consistently you teach, educate, challenge, even yourself. So a lot of people do this and they challenge themselves and they say like, I'm going for this big thing and I'm going to challenge myself. And they're role modeling that they're also pushing themselves out of the comfort zone. When I put up a post about going to my certification for high performance coaching, that's 5 days of coaching. That's laser coaching one-on-one for 5 days. It's a lot of effort and work. That is me pushing myself out of my comfort zone to grow in my personal and professional development. I'm role modeling that that's something I do myself. So if you go to conferences and you learn, share. Other people need to know that you're doing the work, that you're putting in the hours, that you're not just preaching to the choir, but you are playing in the choir, right? I don't even know if that makes sense, but I hope that role modeling is crystal clear for you guys, right? Very easy to understand. Awesome. Leading by example and doing it consistently. And that is a big, big part, because I know a lot of people think that, yes, I'm living that lifestyle. I mean, if people looked at me behind the scenes and walked into my life and I didn't know they were there, I'd be proud of how I'm living. That's great. But are you showing it? That's the next level of influence, because if you want to go online and start to build that bigger tribe, change more lives, influence more lives, serve more people, you got to show up. It's not easy to do. This is what I'm talking about. This is the practice part that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So are you doing it? Are you consistent enough? There are some people literally that I will work with on POPSUGAR, and I will go check them out on their Facebook, and they haven't posted in a month. They haven't shared content in a month. What does that say to their audience? They're inconsistent. Do they really care? Right? Number 5, platforms. So, in order to have more influence, we like to talk about spiral virality. Okay, this is very important. It's using multiple platforms that you really like and putting your content on multiple platforms. You don't have to create an uber crazy amount of content as an influencer, as a coach, as a health and fitness expert, as a wellness and as a nutritionist. You don't have to create a ton of content each week. You've just got to get it out there on multiple platforms. If you love Instagram, I'm glad you love Instagram, but you got to go other places. You got to get it into a blog. You got to get it onto Facebook. You got to get that content on a video onto YouTube. Now, if you want to play small and you want to make a small difference, you can do one platform, right? But I'm telling you right now, it's very easy to repurpose your content on multiple platforms without recreating the wheel. Listen, this is what I do. Multiple platforms. I write a blog once a week. One blog. It's a piece of content that I'm feeling like, yes, I got to share this week. Then I use that blog, I put it on my website, right? And then I record a podcast based off of that blog, and I put that on a podcast. Then I take little snippets of that content and I put them in posts on Instagram and Facebook. And usually it's the same one, right? And I use a picture, and I sometimes use the same exact picture. And then what I'm doing is I am video recording my podcast and putting it on YouTube and putting it on Facebook. So I'm taking one piece of content and I'm putting it on multiple platforms. If you want to have more influence, you've got to be in more places. You've got to get your content out in front of more people, and you've got to do it consistently. But don't get overwhelmed by this. So many people think like, Anna, how do you do it all? I'm like, dude, I repurpose. It's called spiral virality. It's the way that you start getting more of your stuff viewed by people on multiple platforms, because not everybody hangs out on Instagram. But you know what? I guarantee there's some people on Facebook that want to know you. They want to hear you. They need to hear your message, right? So if that overwhelms you, too bad, because that's a part of the influence model. It's the stacking. Okay, we're talking about playing big right now, you guys. I hope that you're ready to play big. That's why you're here tonight. And I hope that I'm serving you well. This last one, I think you're really going to love. So this last one, have content, free content, create content. And this is something that, you know, I don't even have to talk about because some people are already creating posts, but not a lot of people are creating content, right? That is like a piece of written work. That is an insightful article that doesn't have to be that long. It could be 100 words, right? But it's got to be insightful, educational, free content that people can absorb and get your message from and understand you. You're teaching them how to think. You're challenging them. You're role modeling that you're a leader and an influencer. You're using it on multiple platforms. And guess what? If that content does not lead to a service, you're letting yourself and your followers down. Did you hear me right? If your content doesn't lead to a service, your influence stops there. There are people creating such great content, and I go and I look and I try to find what they're offering, what service they can give me, how can I work with you? Nada. Nothing. Zilch. I don't care if it is a freaking survey that allows me to see if I need help at all. But you've got to lead to something from your content. If you don't, you're just letting people go. People come, they see, they disappear. That's it. Your influence is only going to go to the next level if you serve people. Like I said, 2 big ideas: serve more people, right? And if your content ends with just a thought or insight and no service, how are you truly helping people? I know that content is great. Some people might take action and they might implement it. I know that majority of my followers will hear what I say and they'll be like, isn't that great? Yes, that's a great idea. I love that, Anna. Beautifully said. But are they doing it? Are they taking action on that concept or that idea or the challenge I placed in front of them? Most likely not. So I am inviting them to take action. I am saying, come over here. I'm teaching a muscles and metabolism program to teach you about that strength. Come over here. I'm teaching a 7-day mind management course. It's free. I don't care what you do. Give them a service, right? Get them into your courses or programs. We're going to talk about that in the revenue stacking side. But it should lead to service, all right? I'm not going to be able to teach you how tonight. I have only got a few minutes tonight to be doing all of this teaching. But this is important. All right, I hope you have that all written down. This will be recorded for you to look at later. So I find that a lot of people are doing most of this, right? They're doing most of this influence stacking, and you might not be foreign to this kind of stuff. If you are, I hope that just added a ton of ideas on how to make a bigger difference as a coach and to get more clients and to build a greater following. Now, what I find is that most people are not capitalizing and monetizing their influence. This is the big part. This is what changed my entire business and career and freedom and lifestyle, is when I found that it's not just about influence. Because on POPSUGAR, I was influencing people. I was helping a lot of people, right? Working with clients, influence. Working on social media, posting a lot, creating content. I was doing it all, but I didn't have the revenue stacking model. And that's why I was burnt out, overworked, underpaid, working month to month just to pay my bills, and I was going down hard, okay? I had to learn that the revenue stacking model is what gives you the career so that you can then live the lifestyle you want. This is massive, okay? Get your pens out. You're gonna love this. Number 1. It's very, very important, very critical that you have more than one service to provide people. If you want to serve more people, you want to make a bigger difference, you've got to think about more than one service. I know there's a lot of trainers that are working one-on-one with clients still, right? And they've got that one service. They're either doing private coaching or they're doing small group coaching. That's their service. It's not enough. I know a lot of nutritionists that are putting out great nutrition programs. That's what they got. They got a nutrition program, one service. I know a lot of people that are running boot camps. They've got a boot camp, one service. Do you have one service? Or are you thinking about multiple services that you can provide? You have an expertise. You could have a webinar as another service. It's another service that you provide. A webinar, you're teaching, you're educating. You could have an online group coaching program, another service. Then your clients can get another way of touch with you. If you're only teaching group class fitness right now, why is that the only service? Because if you're an expert in teaching group classes, I'm sure you can inspire people in other ways, right? What are those other services that you can provide? All right. I know that one-on-one is great, but you've got to start thinking bigger. That when I decided to start creating group coaching online, changed the game for me. I was working one-on-one with clients, teaching group classes. I was teaching classes. I was the host of POPSUGAR Fitness. And then I said, I got to provide another service. I'm doing group coaching. I got into the group coaching. Then I had multiple services. And I was starting to help more people. This second one kind of goes hand in hand, but it's slightly different. And this is huge. Trainers, coaches, listen up. Have more than one program. One size does not fit all. Whatever your message is out there into the world, whether you're helping moms, whether you're helping military spouses, whether you're helping women over 50, whether you're helping people that have gut health issues, whether you're helping people in chronic fatigue, whether you're helping corporate America professionals, I don't care what the message is, who you're trying to help. All I care is that not everybody is going to fit into your program. This is a big mistake that I made. And this is why I'm so excited about it and passionate to share it with you, because I thought that everyone's going to get my program. And I'm going to make a great amount of money, and I'm going to serve a lot of people, and I'm going to be successful with this one course. No, because we have to meet people where they're at. Okay? If we're expecting them to meet us where we're at, where our course is at, we're going to lose a lot of people. So there's so many people that need help. And you meet them all the time. They're at different levels. They might have the same issue, but maybe they're not quite ready for that big 4-5 week course that you've got, right? That freaking scared them to death. You've got to have more than one program. And this is really important, and this is what I talk about in teaching the healthy formula for people, because, somebody might be ready to take just one step in their life, right? And I usually do an assessment, right, with people, because I want to know where they're at. What program is going to fit their needs? It's not about what I want to create. Listen, if you want to serve a lot of people and be a great coach and influencer, you've got to meet people where they're at. Ask them what they need. And they might be ready to make one small change. Some people, they're like, I'm just addicted to soda. I can't get off it. I'm like, oh, you know what? I've got this awesome Energize that I drink. It's so healthy. It's way better for you than soda. It tastes good and it gives you energy, so you're not going to go crash. If I can get them to get off soda, that's my program. That's my program for them. How much variety do you have in your coaching programs? Are you just like, it's this or it's nothing, right? It's this or it's nothing. I mean, I've got so many people that want to get in better gut health. So I've got a detox program for them, for their gut health. I've got so many people that, they just need some healthier ideas for nutrition. So I've got a quick 7-day fat flush to give them better nutrition. You've got to think about meeting people where they're at and having little pockets of opportunity. It doesn't mean you have to create a program. Sometimes it's just giving them direction. If you can give people direction, give them just one step to take forward in their lives, find their healthy formula to help them be successful in the journey of health, because it might not be everything. They might not be ready to jump into fitness, nutrition, and like meal plans and all that crap right away. You might just have to give them the formula for taking the first step. You've got to have more than one program in mind. Don't just push one thing. Be open. Good? Is this good? Are you guys finding this helpful? I know I'm going over time. We're almost there. The third thing is have an ascension plan. This is massively important, and we teach this a lot in our business and marketing courses, but I teach it to my team here, the hard chargers, as well. We talk about this all the time, but if you're a health and fitness coach and somebody joins your program or your coaching or your class or your boot camp or your one-on-one training, we've got to have more to ascend them to. This is giving them, where's my marker? This is giving them a way to grow with you so that you maximize the lifetime value of this client. So if you only have one program and that person starts right there, they just want to learn how to eat healthier, so you're a nutritionist and you give them a nutrition program, what do they need next? Is that it? Is that their like all-time like solution to their healthy fitness long-term formula? They're going to be now just ready to go on their own. Boom. All they needed was a nutritional meal plan? Likely not, right? You've got to have more to give them. Where do they need to go next? Maybe they're ready to add a little bit of fitness. So you get them into an energizing and fitness routine. Maybe it's just some stretching, right? But you're getting them to another level. Maybe then they're so pumped that they want to gain more self-esteem and confidence. So you can coach them to maybe, for me, I've got my high performance coaching. I always have a way to ascend my client. So if they're brand new and they're coming in here, that's awesome. I'm going to help them take that first step. But that's not it. If you want to have a massively successful coaching business and be that influencer that takes somebody through their transformation, you can't have one program. You can't have only one service. You've got to take them here, which means you need an ascension for your business. You need a way for people to keep growing with you, right? So think about that. What is it that you offer? How are you helping people take the next step if they're very beginners, or if they do come in here because they're ready, they're like, I'm already fit, I'm eating healthy, I'm rocking. I just want to get to the next level in my confidence and my consistency, and I want to be stronger, and I want to get to that next level. I'm like, awesome. You know what? You're a high performer. Let's go there. Boom. This didn't happen overnight. I want to make sure that I reiterate that. This kind of work doesn't happen overnight. And the reason I'm coaching you tonight and sharing this is with you, because I want you to know the tools in this formula. I want you to think forward thinking in your business. If you want this business to be successful long term and you want to have great influence, serve a lot of people, and earn the success and freedom in your life, this is stuff that you're going to have to think about. This isn't low-level stuff, I'm not sugarcoating it. It takes work, but this is the stuff that changes the game for you. It changed my life. All right? Number 4, mentorship and lead. Okay? So this is important because if you're a coach, you're a trainer, you have a lot to teach. You can teach other people how to do what you do, especially when you figure things out like I am. I'm here tonight positioning myself as a mentor and as a leader to teach others because I know that I've learned a lot and I've experienced a lot, and that's something I can share. It's something I can give to other people. This is another way that you can earn an income, right? So in my world, the reason that I love to mentor and lead is because I'm building a team, a fitness team. The Hard Chargers is our fitness team. So you can do a network like I do, right? The network is how I mentor others to do what I do, to help them grow and thrive in their business. You can also be an affiliate. If you love work that I do, or work that Brendan Burchard or Shalene Johnson or other influencers, Cassie Ho, you can ask them if you can be an affiliate. Because if you want to promote their programs, if you think that their stuff is awesome, affiliates give you 50% of their, well, usually that's the standard. I'm an affiliate to multiple people that I absolutely love, that do things that I don't do. And so I want to promote their stuff because it's another revenue stream. You guys have to understand, in business, you've got to maximize your education, experience, skills. And if you're not maximizing your knowledge and expertise to be a mentor or a leader in some way, you're missing an entire revenue stream. This is very, very important. And this is why I've brought you here, because I want to mentor and lead you to that next level of your success. And what that does, it aligns us. It aligns us to work together, and it allows me to lead you so that you can lead the next generation of people, right? And I teach you how to do that. So it's exciting stuff. This is the model. So whether you join a network or you affiliate with someone or multiple people, it's a revenue stream that you want to tap into. It's created massive success in my life because then you leverage your time and your knowledge. Think about it. Over the last 5 years, I've created a team of over 20 coaches who have been building their fitness businesses at a greater level with my mentorship and leadership. They're building successful businesses, and because we're aligned on the same team, I earn from the entire team. We earn together. So it's a massive income revenue stream that you want to consider, and I hope you do. All right, number 5. This is very similar, but it's different in the way that I aligned an affiliate with companies and products that I don't create myself, that I need in my business, right? So 5 years ago, when I started going online and coaching, right, and I was helping people with their fitness and some healthy eating, I realized that, well, I don't create like gut health detoxes. I don't create cleanse programs. I'm not a research developer who's going to create products and things like that. I'm not going to create a protein shake, a high performance recovery blend. I'm not going to create a meal replacement. And people needed that stuff. They needed help. So what I did is I researched what is awesome. What would I feel so confident in aligning my brand, my business and reputation? What would I feel good with aligning and affiliating with a company or products that I believe in that tie closely with what I do myself and what I would put into my programs? And that's why I aligned with Beachbody, right? They're world-class, world-class. Not only did they allow me to have an entire product store, and a product store where just about anything I would need for a client who had a need, like, if they weren't getting greens, if they weren't eating vegetables, I could get them greens. If they were having bad bowel movements and they needed something, I could give them a digestive boost. If they didn't eat breakfast, I could get them on a superfood shake. If they weren't, if they wanted to cleanse, I could get them the 21-day ultimate reset cleanse. So there were things that I started to research and I started to try myself that Beachbody had to offer, because I knew they were a world-class company, who, by the way, I wish I was super trainer for back then, but I didn't get that role. But I decided to align with them, and I earn a commission off any sales that I make with that company from any of the products that go into my courses. Another revenue stream that so many trainers disregard. I don't know, I don't care what company you partner with. Well, I would suggest Beachbody because they're the one that I think is the world-class company out there doing this. And it allows you to build a network inside that, which is another benefit. But there's companies like, I guess, Advocare's out there, Isagenix is out there. I don't think Vega gives you an affiliate commission on products that you promote from them. There's Body by Vi. There's all sorts of stuff. You've got to do your homework. And if you don't create cleanses, a align an affiliate with a company that has a badass cleanse that will pay you to promote it in your programs. If you don't have a protein blend shake that you're going to go out and create yourself, affiliate with a company that has an awesome protein blend that will pay you to sell it in your programs. Now listen, this is the difference between, you know, what I do as a Beachbody, you know, affiliate and network marketer and coach, is because I believe that we are all so, it's so important. I got to get out of the way here. It's so important that we look at our business as a whole. I don't just go into business thinking one way. I think about business in a big way. And I go in thinking, what are the multiple ways I can maximize my expertise and leverage my time and energy to earn the most in my business and serve the best. When it comes to helping people get results, I was not helping my clients because I was only offering fitness. I was only offering my accountability. And people needed more tools. They needed more. And I decided I gotta help people with their gut health. I've gotta help them get more nutrients in their body. I've gotta help them get the energy back. We've gotta replace bad things in their diet with good things. They've gotta start going to the bathroom. They've gotta see results in order to believe in what I'm doing and what I'm helping them do, and to have that lifelong relationship. So when I talk about helping people get real results, I want you to ask yourself, what are the testimonials that I am getting from my courses? What are people saying about the results they're getting from the programs that they're going through? The people in your classes. I was so frustrated for so many years because people would take my class every week. They weren't losing any weight. I would train one-on-one clients for years and they looked the same because I wasn't doing my job as a coach. I know what I do, right? And it works for me. I had to find other tools and resources to align with to help people, to give them more, because I had only one program, right? I didn't have multiple programs. I didn't have a cleanse program, right? I didn't have an energy program, and I only had one service, and I wasn't going online. I didn't have an Ascension. It was like, great, we got one-on-one training, but that's all I can offer you, right? Or welcome to my class. See you later. We've got to have another way of keeping that work and relationship with people to help them get results, to have that long-lasting relationship, and to increase that lifetime value of every single client that decides to work with us, right? It's so important. And you know, tonight, I bring you here to teach you this formula because when you join me and my team here, and you take this on, and you decide that you'll allow me to mentor you, I'm going to teach you this. I'm going to help you walk through this. We're going to learn to challenge more, to role model, to put our content on multiple platforms, to send people to a service. I'm going to teach you how to create these online courses and programs, to create more than one program and create healthy formulas to help people get started where they're at. I'm going to talk to you about and teach you ways you can ascend your clients. This is your business. And if you have this affiliation with our team and you partner up with Beachbody to use a lot of the products and services that they have, it's going to elevate your brand, the value you can give to people, and I want to help you do it all. You can do this alone though. Trust me. You can do this alone. You don't have to affiliate with me. You don't have to affiliate with Beachbody if you've got some stigma against them for some reason. But listen, all of this content you have the power to do. You're going to make a greater difference. You're going to go out there and get people better results. You're going to serve more people if you follow this model. Ultimately, this has been the game changer for me. Since 2011, when I moved to Los Angeles and I realized I had so much influence on POPSUGAR, I realized that has to be more. I can't just go online and do a workout video. I didn't see the changes happening. I needed to help people with real problems, get them real results, make a big difference. I kept learning. I kept developing other programs. I kept developing other courses. I kept trying to find ways that I could ascend people to that high performance level. And it was a process. It was learning. It was growth. I had mentors. We all need those in our life in order to get better. And I know that I can help you do that if you would jump in and go for it. Because guys, this awaits, your success awaits, your freedom awaits, and you got all the tools. It's not a mystery. There are some people really taking off in the industry because they have massive influence and they've understood how to work business revenue streams into their training. They're not going solo, and they're finding that it's giving them a life again. So I want to give you guys back that life, and I hope this added so much value to you. If I invited you to this group, which I'm seeing Kelly and I'm seeing Lillian and Libby's on tonight. Awesome. Grace and Alicia. If you guys would love to learn more about the specifics of getting started with our team, reach out to the coach who invited you, or reach out to me if it was me who invited you. I want to get on a call with you. I want to hear about your dreams, your aspirations, see if this is a perfect fit. If it is, great. If it's not, I'm going to help you find the resource and direction on what is the perfect fit. Because ultimately, here in the Hard Chargers group and in the HCU Nation, me and all my teammates truly have one mission. It's to help trainers live a healthy, fit, happy, freedom lifestyle, and it's to end the trend of obesity. We want to truly help people end the trend of obesity. We want to help people get out of sickness and disease and unhappiness and truly change their lives. And we found that this model is allowing them to do that. It's giving them the results they need. And we're doing it together, because when we're together, man, it gets easier. And it's getting way more fun the more amazing people that join our community. So reach out to the coach who reached out to you. I'm a part of Hard Chargers, so no matter who invited you, if it was me, make sure you message me and we get a call set up. If it wasn't me, you're going to see more of me if you join our team. So I'm thankful for everyone who joined tonight. If you have questions, please post them in the comments. I will continue to check them throughout the evening, because this was just a blast. And I hope that you guys found a ton of value in this content. I know I had a fun time teaching it. Thanks so much, everybody.